Hello, this is a guide for Undertale Rebuild Tower Defense. I'm going to get straight into it and say if you need EXP and Soul Fragments fast, the best way to do that is by repeatedly doing Hotlands Act 1 and trying again while making sure that you kill all the enemies at the start and keep your clear time around 2 minutes and 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Doing this will net you the best Soul Fragment gain. Even when restarting after TA5, you'll get about 3,000 Soul Fragments per hour and 1,100 EXP regardless. And if you can go all the way up to TA 10 or 20, you can get to 4,000 Soul Fragments per hour to 5,000 Soul Fragments per hour. Now then, for those of you interested in the math behind all of the claims I just said, first of all, here's the general TA chart. As you notice, every try again would give you about 30% more rewards, and that decreases by 2% for every repeated try again, up until try again 13, where every future try again gives you exactly 0.05 or 5% more rewards, and this caps out at 1,000. Now, I did the calculations for the stage 1s and finals for both Hotland and Waterfall, just to compare. As you can see here, Waterfall is not worth it in the slightest, especially compared to Hotlands. Hotlands is about 3 times more the rewards, and generally I think that the Waterfall's bosses are a little harder, not including Mettaton. Now, as you can see here, Hotlands Stage 1, I have both the reward pools here, and you can see that Hotlands Final doesn't actually equal double that of Hotlands Stage 1, despite taking nearly double the time. And to show that, I have this per hour chart right here. If you want to see the Waterfall one, they're right up here. But the Hotlands Stage 1 chart shows that the gain is around the same. And to prove that these are actually checking the correct boxes, I'm going to go to TA8 here. As you can see, TA8 is checking Hotlands Stage 1. And the final per hour for TA8 is in fact checking the Hotlands Finals numbers, and the same applies to the hard mode numbers as well. Now, this kind of goes to show that Hotlands Stage 1 is actually a better grind in most cases, as you get the same amount of Soul Fragments with faster resets, which will ramp up better, and generally you'll get double the EXP, or a little bit less than double the EXP from doing Hotlands Stage 1. The only con to this method that I'm showing you is that by foregoing doing the Hotlands Final, you lose the chance to get Determination Fragments and the Metal Core if you're still going for Metal Sonic or just want to have trait rerolls for your units. And that's really the only con you need to consider when thinking about which one you want to do. Do you care more about the DT extracts, or do you care more about the EXP? Just to note here, TA20 for all 4 of these calculations is an approximation. It is not entirely accurate. You'll actually be getting a little more than what it's showing. So if you reach TA20, you can expect like 5,000, I'd say 500 or so per hour instead of 5,200. And that's the real only notable thing here. Now, for those of you still a bit skeptical on why you'd want to choose Act 1 of Hotlands instead of Final, especially since I just proved that they have the same exact Soul Fragment gain, I would like to mention the extreme difficulty difference of Muffet in Hotlands and Mettaton in Hotlands. Mettaton is an enemy that has entire immunity to status effects that do damage, as well as having a 75% defense, while some of her summons have dodges, notably the bolts. When in comparison to Muffet and her basic enemies, her most annoying enemy is the Spider Cake, which has, I think, 25% defense, while she herself has nothing exactly special, and the debuff she provides is only 10% CD, which is probably one of the least debilitating debuffs, especially since the other effect is just no money gain, which most likely won't affect you if you're doing TA runs or try again runs. So generally, it's going to be easier to get to a farther TA in Act 1 over getting to a farther TA in the final act. I thank you all for listening to my guide here. I hope this helped you out, and if you have any video ideas or suggestions, comment them down below. Thank you so much.